Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Let me just go ahead and remove that, the US Gundam TV live banner, because we're not doing that. We're supposed to be doing that on Friday, but don't think that that's going to happen. Though I will say, just on that note, real quick, the next US Gundam TV live stream over on that channel with Adam and I is going to be our 50th in that series. So I'm wanting to do something special for that. But we'll see what that's going to be. I have a couple of ideas, but we'll see. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be this Friday because, as you guys may know, here in Florida at the moment, we're getting hit with a hurricane. So hopefully internet holds out for this live stream, and hopefully we actually get the information that I'm hoping to share with you guys and react to with you guys. Because I don't actually know for sure that the information is going to be announced at this time, but let me go ahead, and I've not been looking. Last time I checked was like at 9 o'clock, which is like 40 minutes ago. And there wasn't anything yet. I'm hoping not to see anything before I see it live here with you guys so that I can share with you guys like my live reaction. So I'm going to pull up Bandai Spirits on Twitter. It's probably the best place to look. That's where it'll be announced first, unless somebody else is like at the Gundam base and like takes a picture of it and posts it. And so they've got this announcement here. Let me share this with you guys. So here's the only thing they have at the moment. All right, and then kind of while we're waiting, because what I'm thinking is that at 10 o'clock, so in about 20 minutes, I'm thinking we might see something at that time. Fingers crossed. So we can just kind of hang out, chat. What do we think it's going to be? If you guys have questions about anything, you can ask that too. I'm just going to hang out a little bit here. So here's the Bandai Spirits Twitter page for now. So they posted this 40 minutes ago at 9 o'clock. And basically, this is just saying that they're going to have some news Thursday and Friday. That's Japan time. And so it's already Thursday morning there. It's Wednesday night here in the US, but it's Thursday morning in Japan. And the Gundam base in Tokyo opens at 11 a.m., which is 10 p.m. here where I'm at on East Coast time. So in 20 minutes from now. So basically in 20 minutes from now is when the Gundam base opens. And I'm guessing that they have a display there for the new announcements. And so they'll post it live at that time, because then anybody who's there that can go into Gundam base can see it and can post about it. So Bandai wants to post it first. So they'll probably post something right at 11 a.m. Japan time. So we'll see. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know for sure. That's what I'm hoping. So I'm going to keep this open, and I'll be checking to see if we get any updates for this. But yeah, what do you guys think it's going to be? I really don't know. This is obviously something that we've been talking about a lot. Let me just go ahead, and I'm going to do this here. Can I swap that the other way around? How can I do that? I'm not sure. Oh, we can just keep it like that, I guess. But there, I guess we'll just do that. I'll put that back up on the screen if something comes up, but let's see. I could do this. Ooh, there I am. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I guess that's probably the best for now. We'll do that. There we go. I don't know what it's going to be. Since we got the announcement, like the teaser, the announcement that we're going to get an announcement, there's obviously been a lot of people guessing what they think it might be, what they're hoping it might be. I've talked about it plenty already here on my channel, different live streams. And obviously we've talked about it a bunch on the USA Gundam TV live streams. Adam and I both kind of making our predictions. My prediction is that for the new Ver.Ka, probably either going to be a 2.0 Gundam, 2.0 of the ARC 782 Ver.Ka. I know there's a lot of mixed opinions about that. I think even the people who like the ARC 782, and because there's a lot of people, of course, especially in recent years, complain that we're getting too many versions of the Gundam. which I tend to agree with. I mean, well, I agree that we're getting a lot. I don't think that it's too many because I like the Gundam, but I think even for people like me who aren't necessarily sick of Gramps, as Neon Rush said there, um, I think that even people like me will be kind of disappointed if it's RX-782, just because like still, I mean, even if they're not necessarily tired of the Gundam, they would have hoped for something new. Me personally, though, I will be very happy if it's a 2.0 of the Gundam Ver.Ka, because I love Katoki's take on the RX-782 Gundam, and that master grade looks great, but it's definitely old. So it's definitely lacking in some of the finer points of more modern master grades. And it would be nice to have a newer version of that. So like, not only would it have, of course, much better articulation, it would have less seam lines, it would probably have much better detail. Imagine like all the detail and little bits that that are so nice about like the more recent Ver.Kas, like the Wing Zero Custom, the Wing Gundam Zero EW Ver.Ka, and the MGEX Unicorn, even though that's not technically a Ver.Ka, it's like basically Ver.Ka. Imagine something that nice, but it's the RX-782 Ver.Ka design. I think would be awesome. But I know that there's a lot of people who maybe kind of be a little bit disappointed about that. Fair enough. Hey, Justin. I was actually just watching one of your videos earlier today. Justin News Builds. Long time no see, buddy. The video that I was watching of yours was your unboxing of the Shinanju bust, because that's one of the kits that I brought home with me to build while we're at home for a few days because of the hurricane. I brought home a Shinanju bust to start working on that. I'm not going to say like to build it, because I don't think that I might finish putting it together, but it's definitely not going to be like finished. I'm going to just like put it like snap, like a dry fit basically. I'm just going to put it together without the LEDs, without the metal parts, and also just like sanding some parts as I go along the way, just for like kind of a general construction of the main kit. And then I'm going to take it apart and paint it, and then I'll have to put it together again with the LEDs and all that. But yeah, did you ever do anything with yours, Justin? Adam and I were wondering. He was saying, because I was talking about, we had this one like the unboxing video for that. It will be posted probably either on like Saturday or Monday for you guys, so you can see that. And I explained it in that video, but basically like we had one that was sold to somebody, and unfortunately it was like missing a part, just some like factory defect. It was missing one of the parts for the wings, and so the person returned it, and then it's just like kind of been sitting there. I believe they got a replacement, so hopefully they're all squared away, if I remember correctly. But I was just kind of sitting there, and we were waiting for the replacement part for it. And I asked Adam, I was like, "Can I just have that one to build?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." So big thank you to Adam for that. I was really wanting to build one of those, so I'm really looking forward to that. So hopefully get that all built and painted up, and then have that as a nice display piece there at our storefront there at USA Gundam Store. So once that's all done, if you guys come by, you can come check it out. Thank you, Worm, for the super chat there, calling it Zeta Ver.Ka SD MG, the RX-72. Pretty good calls, yes. So, I mean, back to the topic at hand, the MG Ver.Ka, yeah, I think Zeta is definitely a possibility. I think GP01 also a good possibility. I would say I'm 99% certain it's going to be something UC. I would be very, very, very surprised if it was anything non-UC, because most of the MG Ver.Ka kits are UC, except for maybe, I don't know. Let's see, the Wing Gundam, and I think that's all. The two different versions of the Wing Ver.Ka, I think, are the only ones that are not UC. So I'm gonna guess that that's what it's gonna be. Steven said Atlas. I think the Atlas is an interesting possibility, because we have the full armor Thunderbolt Gundam and the Psychozaku, so I think a master grade Atlas would kind of make sense, and it being a Kotoki would also make sense, since the other master grades from Gundam Thunderbolt are all Ver.Kas. So if they were to make a master grade Atlas at all, it would kind of make sense it would also be a Ver.Ka. I agree. As for the SDMG, man, it really would make sense that it would be the RX-72. But I mean, again, just because the first kit in a line doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the Gundam. What was it? This is like a kind of, I think, probably the only example of this, but in HGUC line, the HGUC line, I think the RX-782 was like the 8th or 9th kit out in that line. It was not the first. It was the first master grade, not the first PG, the first Gundam perfect grade, yes. The second perfect grade, but the first one was the Evangelion. So I guess not counting that. Let's see, I'm just going to refresh Bandai Spirit's Twitter. Yeah, still nothing here. So let me just check regular Twitter. Maybe something's leaked. Maybe one of the workers took a photo. Kind of doubt it though, because I'm sure they're locking it down really tight over there. Yep. Recently been watching a lot of these funny animal videos on Twitter. But all right, so we'll keep it on Bandai Spirits for now. Hopefully we'll see something soon. But yeah, what do you guys think? What if it's just, what do you say, Justin? What if it's just SD kits like the Sangokuden or whatever, but they came with an MG frame to make them proper scaled? Justin, yeah, that was one of the possibilities that we've talked about before. So like making like the SD Night Gundam, for example, like a design that is like traditionally an SD design, but making it as like a full scale, like a normal, normally proportioned, I guess, MG. Yeah, that was one of the things that that I think Adam and I talked about on one. Is actually, I didn't even think about that at first, but somebody mentioned it in one of the comments. And I thought that could be, yeah, actually, that does make sense. So I think probably what is more likely is that it'll be just like a regular SD proportions, but just with like a full inner frame. So basically something similar to like it'd probably be more similar to like an RG, just because of the size of it. Because I think they're probably still going to keep it like relatively small. But just putting in like a RG style frame into it, something like that. Maybe it was something that you actually build yourself. But I mean, RG style in the sense of the size of it, not necessarily the like the pre-molded frame, the in-molded frame of the RG. I don't think it'll be that. But did I see Ryan Lau is here as well? He is. Hey, what's going on, Ryan? MG Ver.Ka, Ver.Ka Mark II, perhaps. I gotta tell you guys, the Mark II, I love it, but it's not something that I ever really get too excited about. I don't know. I mean, I do like the. We've talked about that. I know I've talked about this before, and I was like racking my brain trying to think about in a previous live stream at some point, like, what is it about the Mark II that makes it just not that exciting? I don't know. It's a really cool design, but it's a little bit vanilla. I mean, like, you could say the same about the RX-782, but like the RX-782 has just got like that charm that the Mark II doesn't have. I don't know. I see it's monotone. Yeah, it's that too. It's like the colors don't pop like on the original Gundam. I mean, you can change that. I mean, I've seen Mark IIs painted in all different colors. And I mean, like the design of it is really nice. I really love the design of it, but yeah, I don't know. Vanilla Yum. Was it announced or are we just speculating? Yeah, Grim, it's not announced yet. We're waiting for the announcement. I'm thinking it's going to come at 10 p.m. So in about 8 minutes. I'm fingers crossed. If not, I mean, at least we had a fun little live stream. And like I said, hopefully the internet is working all right. Hopefully you guys are seeing me, hearing me, everything okay. I'm not seeing anybody in the chat complaining about the stream quality, so that's good. If not, actually, I think this is the first time I've tried any live streaming from home. If you guys watched my most recent interview, kind of discussion video with Lincoln Wright, if you guys watched that video, I recorded that here. We were going to do it live, and then I thought it'd probably be better to just record it and post it because I didn't know how the internet would do. But it seems the internet seems to be working just fine, even despite the fact that we're getting pounded with wind and rain at the moment. The main like brunt of the hurricane is not here to where we are yet, but seems to be heading our way. So we'll see later on tonight, and then like tomorrow will probably be a little bit more sketchy, but at least for now, doing all right. MG G Self, yeah, that's the one. Of course, see a lot of talk about people still wanting the MG G Self, whether it be just a regular MG or a Ver.Ka. I think at this point, probably if we do ever get an MG G Self, I think it will probably just be a regular MG and not a Ver.Ka. I hope that we do though at some point. I mean, because that series certainly deserves a little bit more love than what it got, and basically what it got was just a pretty not that great HG line. So I mean, at least giving us like a nice MG, and then what they can do. Nice thing about that, I mean, not nice for us, but nice from Bandai's perspective. They can release, probably like the MG G Self with the just normal like flight pack, and then they can release like a P Bandai variation of it for like the Perfect. Is that what it's called? Perfect G Self. Is that what it was called? No, I'm drawing a blank. With a different backpack on it. They can release different versions of it. I don't think they would do anything like, what was that one? The big green one with like the big green armor that they never even released an HG of. I don't think they'd do something like that as an MG, but you never know. Perfect pack, that's what it was, right? I mean, the options are there for Bandai to make P Bandai variants and releases of that. So, I mean, I think that always increases the possibility that Bandai will make an MG if they can make P Bandai variants of it. Yeah, the GPO one would be nice. Honestly, yeah, the GPO one is another one too that I like the design a lot. It's not like the most exciting thing in the world for me, but I honestly think that would be a really good option because I mean the MG GPO one definitely needs a 2.0, and giving it a nice Ver.Ka treatment I think would be a good fit for that, and do it like basically do like an MG version of the perfect grade where it comes with all the parts to make it either as the regular GPO one or as the full burn-in. I think that would be a really nice set. Sets like that are always really cool because you have the option to make it as either one way or the other. But on the other hand, then you end up with like leftover parts that I guess you can use for like a kit bash or something. But it's always nice to not have like a bunch of leftover parts in the box. I don't know. It just always kind of seems like a bit of a waste. But if you're into kit bashing, then maybe not. There was another super chat that I just, I think I'm just scrolling back up in the chat. I think I missed another super chat there, or maybe it was the one that I read, I think. But anyway, thank you guys for the super chat. Let me just see here. Just want to let you know that any super chats from this stream will go to my Genshin Impact Sinnoh fund, because since the 3.1 update last night, basically like 24 hours ago, almost something like that, I've been pulling for Sinnoh, and I lost my 50/50 unfortunately, and pulled Diluc, which got me C4 Diluc, which is awesome, but still no Sinnoh, so I'm a little sad about that. So thank you guys for the super chat. I will let you know if that ends up landing me Sinnoh for my team. Yes, it was sad. But on the plus side, I mean, it was kind of like there was good points, bad points. The bad point was I lost my 50/50. The good point is that I got mad Candace pulls and got C5 Candace already, which is pretty amazing. So just one more Candace and I'll have her at C6, which will be really cool. Anyway, so on that note, thank you guys. Genshin stream win. Yeah, high call. I don't know. I want to do the one at some point. Yeah. Cartograth. Yeah, there's definitely still time to pull Sinnoh. I mean, the banner just started, so fingers crossed. PG Ball. Yeah, don't think that's gonna happen. We're 2 minutes. Let's see. No, nothing yet. We'll see. But yeah, the Gundam base there in Tokyo opens in 2 minutes, so there'll be people going in. I'm sure they've got some kind of display there, even if it's not, the full-on announcement. Like right now, at this point, I'm sure there's probably something there about the announcements, and we'll probably see something there on Twitter. So, fingers crossed. Yeah, I don't know. Other than, for the MGSD, I don't know about you guys. Anything else that you think that it could possibly be? Image Breaker there mentioning the Big Zam. That was one thing that I talked about, I think, in the last US Gundam TV live stream, was the possibility of the new Ver.Ka being the Big Zam. I think it's extremely unlikely, but I think it would be really cool because Katoki, there is like a artwork out there you can find of like Katoki's version of the Big Zam, and then there's a resin kit of it as well too. Which, no, I think I should say that I don't know if that resin kit is based off of an actual Katoki artwork or like just somebody made it, like somebody redesigned the Big Zam as they think that Katoki might have redesigned it. But if it's an actual Katoki design, then it's really cool looking, the Katoki Big Zam, and that would be an awesome MG. I don't think that they would, if they've not even made an HG of the Big Zam yet at this point, I don't think that they would make an MG. It just would be way too big. But that said, an HGUC Big Zam, is long overdue. I really don't know. It would be big, but they've made some big HGs, not that many, but they've made a couple of quite large HGs at this point. And I don't think that the Big Zam would be like, it wouldn't be bigger than the Neozeong or the Dendrobium. I would have to look at like the exact stats to be sure, but as far as I could tell, it wouldn't be bigger than that. So, and it's such like an iconic mobile armor from the original series, and so it's kind of weird that they've not even made like an HG Mechanics kit of it. Refresh. Uh-oh. Is it happening? You guys are just telling me to refresh because it's past time. I just refreshed and there's nothing here on Bandai. Let me just, I'm gonna go off the screen there. And see on just a regular Twitter here. See if anybody else is posting about it. I don't know. Not seeing anything. No. Not seeing anything yet, guys. I don't know. That's got me a bit worried. If we don't see it right away, then I don't know if we're going to see it at the moment. Damn, Coolio just died. Oh, no. I didn't even see that news right. I saw the Coolio picture, but I didn't read the headline. Oh, that's sad. Well, pour some out. Wow. This chat is popping. Yeah, what's going on, Brian? I saw you in there earlier, and I was going to say hi, but I was in the middle of saying something else. Quite a lot of y'all here at the moment, so thank you guys all for coming to check out the stream. Yeah, can we get an RIP in the chat? RIPs for Coolio. Man, that is definitely sad. I don't know if you guys ever do karaoke, or especially if you like live in a country that does it. Or Gangsta's Paradise is a karaoke classic. Won't be the same. Rest in peace, man. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll wait a little bit here more and see if they post up anything. See if we see anything. But the Gundam base is open. I guarantee you, there's people queued up waiting to go in and check it out because, yeah, Thursday. If we go here, Gundam base, Tokyo. It is open. Should we call? I could just call. Like, excuse me, what's the big new Ver.Ka news, please? Thank you. Yeah, so they're open. We'll see. Hopefully see something here in the next few minutes. Hopefully they'll post something up. Sad it will be S Gundam. I don't think it's going to be the S Gundam. How many hurricane drinks you into? This is only the second beer of the evening. Drinking some very fine Florida beer. I believe so, right? Isn't it? Sweetwater is Florida beer. I believe so. Pretty good IPA. I have this one and another one from this same brand. It's like a black. It's like their black. It's like a 420 IPA. But it's that one's also really good. That one's like, I don't know what's in it, but it's definitely strong. I don't know. This one's good too. Yes, it's from Atlanta. There you go. Oh, okay, so not Florida, but close enough. Gundam next event says 2 p.m. Oh no. 2 p.m. That means that'll be 1 a.m. our time. So should we pause the stream and go live again at 1 a.m.? The hurricane will be popping at that time too. Someone said that they saw something that their Bandai is having an event at 2 p.m. Tokyo time. That's 1 a.m. for us. I don't know. Oh, no, here we got something. Oh, it's not the news we're waiting for, but here's about the new UC Engage HG kit. What do you guys think about this design? I'm not sure about that. It's got like a very GPO1 shield. That's for sure. I don't know anything about the story. Is this, I mean, like the like very like pronounced Vulcans on the head also remind me a lot of the GPO1 and the knees. So I don't know the story behind this, behind the series. Do you guys know about the UC Engage? Because like the more I look at this, it seems very much like a GP design. Like it's an alternate universe version of the GPO1. I mean, the shoulders are very similarly shaped. The chest and torso is obviously really different, but like a lot of everything else about the design is like an alternate universe GPO1. What does that say? Oh, 1 p.m. Brian there in the chat with open. Am I reading that right? I don't know. At 1 o'clock. So is it 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock Japan time? Is GP 00? Oh, does it have that there? And I'm like dumb. Oh, is R78 MS00Z? Oh, well, that's cool. I mean, cool to see that. So it is premium Bandai though too. Tequila Gundam. Sorry to say, I don't think that it's going to be Tequila Gundam. HGUC. So is it UC Canon? Yeah, it's got the HGUC logo on it. So there you go. Canon it is. And that might be let's see. We'll see if they've got anything else to post here. If not, then yeah, I guess maybe what you guys were saying. So one of you guys that are saying 1 p.m., 2 p.m., does the Gundam base have their own separate Twitter account? I'm not actually sure. Oh, they do. There it is. Okay. Let's see. Gundam base, Tokyo. This would be the official one, I'm guessing. 149. Let's go 150,000 followers. Who are they following? They're only following 7 accounts. Who is it? Gundam Info, Gundam Side Fukuoka, Witch from Mercury, VS Park with G. I don't know what that is. Hobby, Dengeki Hobby, but no Hobby Japan. Damn, that's cold. Why only Dengeki Hobby? And Gundam vs. Kitty. Okay. I don't know why there's an official Twitter account for that, but all right. And Bandai Spirits. Okay, fair enough. What do they have to say? Oh, that's the pinned tweet. That's not useful. Let's see. 15 hours ago, 17 hours ago, Katsumi Kawaguchi live. What is this? This is not from 6 o'clock today. This was, when was this tweet? 17 hours ago. 17 hours ago. So this would have been yesterday evening. I guess there was a live stream. Or like Wednesday evening, Japan time. Let's see, September 27th. What's this? Wednesday. No, okay. So where are you guys seeing about like a 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. today, there being something about that? I think Hobby Japan is still ongoing, but online. And Hobby Japan is still in publication. It was Dengeki Hobby that switched to online only, but Hobby Japan is still putting out physical copies, I believe. I'm pretty sure. No, they didn't announce the new MG yet, unfortunately. So if it's 1 p.m. Japan time, that's midnight here. It's 2 hours from now. So I guess I might take a break here. I don't think I want to stay on. Sorry, guys. I don't know if necessarily I want to stay on the live stream chatting up with you guys about what it might be for the next 2 hours until that. But I think what I might do is stop the live stream and then we'll come back in a couple hours because I'll probably be up anyway. So I might just, you might be floating in 2 hours. Yeah, we'll see if the hurricane's getting closer and closer. So, yeah, if we're not getting it now, then I think maybe we'll come back in a little bit and we'll see. So, all right, Bandai, like, retweet. There you go. You're welcome. Yeah, I think what we'll do is I'll stop the live stream from now. We'll come back in 2 hours time. I'll go play Genshin for a little bit, try to scrape the barrel a little bit of some primo gems, get a few pulls, try to pull Sinnoh. Fingers crossed. Already lost 50-50. So I'm guaranteed now. I just gotta make it to that pity. Thank you for the super chat there, Andy. Yes, impromptu live stream. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I knew that I was wanting to live stream once we get the announcements here, and I was hoping that this would be the time that we would get the announcements, but unfortunately, it seems like not. So we'll come back in a couple hours, I think, and do another live stream. So if you guys are going to be up, I mean, depending on where you are in the world, it might be morning wherever you're watching from already, but if you guys are going to be around, come back in a couple hours. Hopefully we'll see what the announcement's going to be, and should be pretty exciting. But yeah, wish me luck. Thank you again for the super chat there, Andy, and the other guys who did super chat earlier. Thank you guys. So, all right, guys, I'll see you back here. I heard that's been changed to 1 p.m. Okay, so maybe it was scheduled for 2, but now they're bumping it up to 1. Hopefully they don't change it again. All right, I'll see you guys back here in a little bit. Bye-bye.